to go as soon as you get home.
Since
Hey, YouTube.
11:50. I just forgot to open Audacity. But it's open now.
Testing my microphone is what I'm doing right now.
I'm ready to go, ready to go, ready to go, ready to go.
All right, ready.
Okay. A 3, 2, 1. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode number 137 of the South Dakota Gamer Podcast, where we talk about video games, and that's what we're going to do this week, along with my host, Dave Mann and Josh Owens. Say hello, fellas.
Hello, fellas.
I hit a small child with a golf ball in the head today.
Yeah. Here in just a moment, along with all the free games that you can get for the month of October. Guess what? Last week we were wrong. You probably figured that out by now. But the free games for this month, some new PSVR coming out, some Red Dead Redemption talk.
Yeah.
SNES Classic. Everyone got one. It's just the easiest thing in the world. We can't wait to tell you about it.
There's just so many on the shelves.
Screw you.
Yeah. Some toilet paper discussion, what we've been playing, and all the new releases for this week. So here we go. Hold on to your butts. It's about to get started.
Samuel.
The news that you can use,
If you so choose.
to do so.
brought to us by a good friend, Andy, Papa Andy. Hello, Andy. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your patronage. You are just the best guy in the world. So here we go. The free games with gold for Xbox and the free games with PlayStation Plus for PlayStation for the month of October. As I mentioned, we were completely wrong with the list last week. There was a list that actually came out, but I didn't vet to make sure it was legitimate, and it wasn't. It was wrong. And this one is actually from Major Nelson's blog, so this one is correct. So, Josh, you want to run us through the free Xbox games and then right into the free PlayStation games this month?
I would love to. I like that I'm getting a chance to redeem myself here.
Totally your fault.
Totally redeem myself.
All right. So, actually, this is a very exciting list for October Games with Gold. This is better than the list that we had originally. All right. So, number one, we have Gone Home Console Edition, October 1st through the 31st, the entire month on Xbox One. If you haven't played it, play it. I don't know how it could not be spoiled for you by now because it's been out for a few years, but if by some chance that's possible, play it. It's really good. Totally not what you're what you think it is when you start playing. Mm-hmm. Number two, we've got the Turing Test, which I've had my eye on PlayStation 4. It looks really, really interesting. It looks like a really, really good narrative. So that is October 16th through November 15th on Xbox One. Coming to Xbox 360, we've got Rayman 3 HD, October 1st through the 15th. It's a Rayman game. Obviously, you want to play it. And number four, Medal of Honor Airborne, October 16th through the 31st on Xbox One and Xbox 360. Oh, sorry. Rayman 3 is on both as well. Medal of Honor Airborne, one of the Medal of Honor games that doesn't get nearly enough love, I feel.
Yeah.
It also doesn't give a lot of viruses either on our airplanes because they're taking all that airborne medicine.
I get it.
Chewable and fizzy tablets.
All right, and then next we've got October's PlayStation Plus games. Number one, the only game that I think I'm familiar with on this list, not as good a list as Xbox, I'll say. Step it up, PlayStation. Number one, we've got MGSV and Amnesia Collection for the PS4. Now, I'm confused here.
Yes, these are two games for the PlayStation 4. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain.
Okay. That's where I was
MGSV.
confused. I didn't think that Amnesia was associated with Metal Gear Solid 5.
Chad,
no, okay, that's two separate games.
How long were we waiting for that to
forever
that we bought it?
We bought it
to hit the free. Yeah. Okay, so I'm familiar with both of these games.
Yes.
So Metal Gear Solid 5, a game that I have started playing and still haven't really gotten into.
Stop everything you're doing. Go play that game. It's the best.
I will.
So good.
All right, guys. I'll see you later. I'm going to go play right now. And then Amnesia. Okay, so Amnesia the Collection. This includes. I think this is 3 games. Then 2 games.
Is it 3? Okay, it's 2 for sure. that I'm aware of.
So I know there are several.
Very ironic
in
that
this...
you guys can't remember.
I think there are several in this line. I don't know exactly what constitutes the collection. However, Amnesia is a horror game.
Yep. So
one of the games is called A Machine for Pigs, which I have played. It's disturbing and frightening and wonderful.
Yeah.
Again,
so,
Chad's played all the way through this game, but spoilers, what happens at the end is you get amnesia and you forget.
Yeah, so Chad can't talk about it. So both great games. So definitely hop on that. Number 2, we've got Monster Jam Battlegrounds for the PS3. That just sounds very exciting. Number 3, Hustle Kings for the PS3. That's where nope, I don't even know. Number 4, Hue for the PS Vita, which is also cross-buy with the PS4. And number 5, the last on the list, Skyforce Anniversary for the PS Vita, also a cross-buy with the PS4 and PS3.
There you go. Your free games for October. If you have both systems, I mean, think you're getting lots of games every month. So you might as well download them or at least initiate so you own them. Good games. All right, well, let's get into the news proper. First off is PlayStation announced today that they're going to be releasing a new version of the PlayStation VR headset. It'll support HDR. It'll have something different with the headphones, earbuds. We're not really entirely sure exactly what it is. We've been kind of, trying to investigate exactly what it is. They got a picture where it looks like earbuds are literally attached to the headset. But then Dave brought up a point before we started recording. You share the headset. Like you want your friends to try it out that don't have VR. And you don't want everyone using the same earbuds in their ear holes because that can get real gross. Especially if you have kids. I'll just tell you right now, a little side story. We're driving home from church this Sunday. Carter's playing his DS right in the seat next to me. He's got his earbuds in. And we were getting home like, all right, you got to stop. We're getting home. He takes them out, and there's just yellow earwax all over this earbud. And he just looks at it, wipes it on his pants.
Oh,
I'm just like, what? I'm just like, I'd never ask him to borrow those. So you don't want that on your PlayStation VR headset.
Never wipe them on your clothes. You always flick it off somewhere.
Yeah.
No, he's 11. It goes on. Everything gets wiped on the pants.
Yeah, you don't want that, but you also, I would think you would also want the option to plug in your own like gaming headphones.
Right.
And Dave was looking a little bit closer. It looks like there's a jack on it. That's a little bit more convenient. Is that right?
Yeah, The Verge put out an article on it, and they said that they were all using the words integrated when it came to the headphones or the earbuds, and they also said that the relocation of the headphone jack. So to me, that says you are going to be able to use your own. The picture is very misleading because the picture, like you said, it very much does look like it's like basically tied in the inside, like it goes inside almost. I don't know if the picture's just wrong, or if that was a concept drawing or art, whatever. I don't know. But it did say on their article, at least, that there was a relocation of the headphone jack in the back instead of down the line and in the little module thing. It just goes in the back, so it's kind of out of the way. So you have less wires hanging down in front of you or whatever when you're playing. And speaking of cables, the cables are smaller for this one too, which was the last thing.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, it's good. Yeah. It's definitely good if you haven't bought it. But if you have the original one, there's no way to get like a new breakout box or anything in order to upgrade your headset. You're just stuck, like especially with the HDR pass-through, you're stuck doing all the plugging and unplugging that you've always had to do, and there's no way to update your current headset. So your best case scenario is sell the one you have, buy the new version, which is kind of stinks. But for anyone that hasn't gotten on board at this point, it's definitely a better model.
Yeah, I mean, just pack it up and sell it for $1,000. I mean, that's what you do with video games that are not easily accessible, right?
Absolutely.
You just sell them for like 8 times what they're worth.
Yeah, that's the way things happen in this world. So, so that's a cool deal. PSVR, it's still there. So we'll see how it goes. All right, next one of the big things for this week. Redemption 2 trailer was shown last Thursday.
Yeah, baby.
Just over 2 minutes long, I think. We're introduced to the new character. What's the guy's name again?
Last name was Morgan, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
And they did say his first name.
He's a member of Dutch's gang from the first Red Dead Redemption.
It's a younger version of Dutch. So it definitely gives us a lot of input into the story. We do know this is happening before the first game. It's definitely a prequel in time. There were some people saying that maybe it jumps to after and back to before. There may be some time jumping based on some of the characters that were there. I saw some people point out, like a teenage kid, saying that maybe this is John Marston, and a lot of speculations. People are really excited about bow and arrow. You can be able to shoot with a bow and arrow, which is cool. And your main character has 2 revolvers, which, hey, that's awesome.
Never been dual.
So, Dave, you were talking about some speculations and things being disproven, and already at this point, you want to fill us in on what that is?
Well, I mean, I've heard some different things, like different podcasts I've listened to, where people have emailed in, and like one person today was bizarre, was acting like, why are we getting so many prequels? And like, I've never seen a prequel in games and movies that's really that good. Like, why? And it was weird because it was a podcast that had Gary Whitta on it, who wrote Rogue One and wrote it, and it's done a bunch of stuff with video games and everything like that. But I mean, a line that he said is really good. A prequel is not, or an origin. A prequel is not necessarily an origin story. An origin story is always a prequel, but that doesn't necessarily mean something. We don't have to have John Marston. I would be thrilled just to have a game like this if it didn't have John Marston, but it's obvious it is tied into the story. And a lot of the speculation is, yes, that there is a teenager that the main character is talking to, and people are thinking it's a young John Marston, and that you're going to see what happens to him and what he's done. But another thing that somebody pointed out that I thought was very relevant was that in the scene where it shows a teenager, it also shows a woman just before that crying over a grave. Could be completely unconnected, but the way they did it, it made it look like the woman and the son were a part of something. But in the story supposedly of John Marston, his mother died at childbirth. So that couldn't be his mother. So it either would have to be somebody that had nothing to do with him. I mean, it could be an aunt. It could be, I mean, nobody ever says he wasn't raised by a woman.
Sure.
But we don't know that necessarily yet. There was a scene at the end where there's 3 men walking away from a burning building. One of them is a young Dutch. One of them is the main character, and there's a guy in the middle who hasn't been identified yet. So we don't know if that could be a young John Marston. We don't necessarily know the exact timeline yet. But it does look exceptionally well. That shows him robbing a train at one point.
It seems like you're much more of a bad guy than John Marston ever was.
Well, John Marston
in the first game.
For those of you who have seen, I don't know if either of you have seen the movie Unforgiven with Clint Eastwood.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, it's just an incredible movie, but it's basically a movie where he lived a life of it. Before the movie starts, he lived a terrible life of being an outlaw and being a gang member, and he marries this girl who changes him. And then the story starts after she's dead, and he's living a life past crime, and that's kind of where John Marston was when the first Red Dead opened. And he wasn't. He didn't want to be a bad guy, and you could play the game however you wanted. You could shoot people and stuff, but he was pretty much done with what he did, and he got dragged back into it unwillingly. This seems like you are the character doing the bad stuff, like you do in Grand Theft Auto. It seems very more reminiscent to me of a Grand Theft Auto game in the Wild Wild West, which it always was that. But now since we've had Grand Theft Auto 5 and we've seen the incredible stuff they can do with a current gen Grand Theft Auto game. I mean, sometimes I keep forgetting Grand Theft Auto 5 is not even current gen.
It came out last gen.
Yeah, it came out last gen.
Yeah,
but it's incredible. So when you see this trailer, oh my goodness, am I excited for this game.
They put a spring 2018 at the end, so a time frame of some sorts. Do you foresee that actually being the case? Do you think? I mean, obviously we don't know, but would you be terribly surprised if that got pushed?
No. I think
Josh?
I said.
I mean, I'm almost expecting it to get pushed. I feel like Rockstar is a track record sort of for that, just pushing due dates. Which, again, like we've talked about it before, but I don't necessarily hold it against them if the game that they release is a great game. But I wouldn't be surprised at all. I'd almost expect it.
Yeah, I think I said it in the text thread where it's weird since it's not that far away. Spring is right around the corner. And for them not to have an actual release date, it seems like, why did they release the trailer if they don't have a release date yet? It makes me think that it very possibly could get pushed.
Yeah. I mean, I think spring technically goes all the way through May. So, I mean, they got like 9 months if that's the case. But
yeah, I guess so.
That'd be great, right? If it did, but it wouldn't be. I mean, it doesn't matter when it comes out. It's not like they have to stay away from something else. Like people stay away from Call of Duty or whatever. Everything stays away from them. So they could come out in August where no games come out and it would still be fine. So, yeah, exciting. Looking forward to that
next year and still do fine.
Sure. Absolutely, yeah. Call of Duty won't affect them in that matter. So, all right. So that's Red Dead Redemption 2. We look forward to seeing more on that. I'm sure they'll go radio silent for quite some time now. Next, Fortnite. Dave talked about this a couple weeks ago, how they had released a PUBG version of Fortnite, basically, and Dave had looked into it, was talking about buying this free-to-play game when it eventually does come out for $60. And turns out that the Battle Royale mode is a free. You can download that part of the game for free, so you can play the PUBG-like Fortnite game at no charge. And I haven't done that yet. Have either of you done that yet?
Not yet. I'd be interested to try it though.
I downloaded Fortnite last week, so I imagine the free version of that.
Did you buy the $60 of? Paid $60 for it?
No. Oh, it was a free download when I downloaded, but in order to unlock it, I had to buy the Founders Pack or something. So I imagine to play this, I probably just an update.
Yeah, I think they've changed that since, so you can just get that mode only. You may not get all the extra stuff in it, but you can play that. So we'll look into that and see what it is. People are saying good things about it.
My brother likes it. Him and my cousin have been playing it, but on Xbox. Like he asked me, and I was like, "Remember, I don't have an Xbox right now, but I'm playing Destiny 2 at the time anyway." So
right. All right, well, we'll check that out, and we'll let you know what we think. If you have checked it out, let us know what you think. Next, Super NES Classic. We talked about this last week, that we'd give you some updates on the release date. Happened this past Friday. And if we would, what our plans were for getting them. Josh was sleeping soundly in his bed while people were scrambling and killing each other to get theirs. Dave was probably working because that's all he does these days is work. And I was at the time midnight on Thursday night, Friday morning. I had the opportunity. I could have gone to Walmart, but it was midnight and I was tired and I did not want to. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to take Dave's thought, his approach. If they've got so many, I should be able to walk into Walmart and just see one on the shelf. And if I do, I'll buy it. If I don't, whatever. It's a nostalgia thing for me mostly. I tried to logically convince myself that I didn't want it. And then when I went to Walmart after work that day, 5 p.m., and there were none, then I got mad. I was like, oh, but I want one. Like I should be able to get one.
Yes.
And then I went over to GameStop, and I fully did not expect them to have any. And the manager was there, and I know him, not super well, but I know him. I was like, so how many did you have come in? He said 9. They had 9. I said, so
at a video game store.
Yeah, I said they were gone, obviously, before you even opened. He's like, oh yeah. I was like, do you know when you're getting more in? He's like, no. I was like, but they've told you are. He's like, yeah, they've said that we will. How many and when? I don't know that.
Yeah, they never do.
Cool.
My story.
Yeah. So, months events.
My story was that I worked until 8 p.m. on Friday, but I was calling as early as 2 and 3 o'clock on Friday, and people were already sold out. Best Buy, for example, they got 30. What are you doing to your cat?
Nothing. I'm trying to get him to stop making noise. He's like begging for attention.
It sounded like he was in pain for a second. But I called Best Buy, and he said they had received 30 of them, and that they were sold out. And every Best Buy in the Dallas-Fort Worth area was also sold out. I did not do the research to find out how many stores that is, but they were all sold out.
It's a couple, at least.
Yeah, GameStop, I want to say, had maybe 20 or something, and they were sold out. There was even one time I called, and he's like, I doubt these numbers are right, but it's saying that there's a couple at a Frisco store. So I called them, and he goes, he picks up, thank you for calling GameStop. This is Edward. If you're calling about our numbers are wrong, well, that's what he has.
Yeah.
And then Walmart, I think, got 30 as well. All the Walmarts, and they're all sold out. I called Target. They were sold out. I didn't ask them all their different numbers and all that stuff, but everything was sold out.
So here's
I was
the
very
thing
upset.
is, yeah, I'm seeing
on Craigslist. There's already people,
yeah,
putting them up there for $200, $300, $400.
Yep.
Bringing out the NES classics too, or the NES classics.
Yeah,
trying to sell those.
Capitalize on that. I'm seeing all these websites saying how they did well. Nintendo did a good job this time, and I'm like, maybe in San Francisco, maybe they did a good job. Maybe there were hundreds at the stores you went to, but overall, no, they did not. They did not do a good job unless you're able to line up in a Walmart aisle right across from electronics at midnight on a Thursday night, Friday morning. They did not do a good job. You cannot just walk in and find them.
And they weren't limiting purchases because a lot of these scalpers have 3-4 of them. Even people that aren't scalping them, or maybe they are, like a friend of the show, Patreon supporter Evan Steele, said one of his friends got 3 of them. Because he said he asked me if I got one, and I said no, and I said I called everywhere, and he acted surprised, like everyone else he knows is getting them. Well, I mean, there's a lot more people. I mean, Evan, he's a personable guy. I'm sure he knows a lot of people, but there's a whole lot of people that I've seen that do not have them, that are not happy. And he was, I have to admit, frustrating me just a little bit, telling me how, patting me on the back, saying how easy it's going to be. You're going to get one for sure, as in Reggie told me today when I asked him, and he said, you're going to get one. I'm like, I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
I'll believe it when I see it. There's
supposedly
zero reason or track record to suggest that I should believe that I will get one.
Agreed. Supposedly that they're supposed to continue to get stock. I mean, GameStop CEO even came out and said they will continue to get stock throughout the rest of the year into the holiday season. So it shouldn't be a problem to get one, which is what Evan's saying. And I understand that viewpoint, but Dave is saying track record, which is 100% accurate. Even up to this launch, the track record is there are not enough for the amount of people that want them, minus the scalpers. And I'm not saying the scalpers are the reason you can't find them. I don't think that's the main reason. But the main reasons there just aren't enough. If you're in Dallas, Texas, and Best Buy is getting 30, that's nowhere near enough. 30. You probably got 50 waiting in line before you even open.
Yeah.
30 is not enough for Dallas, Texas area. And 9 in Brookings, South Dakota, I'm sorry, 9's not enough at GameStop. It just isn't. So there's no way there's enough for anyone to get one at any time. And if they keep supplying them at those rates, you're never going to get one. It'll be just like the NES. You just won't get one.
You either have to have no job, which is fine. Kids can stand in line, whatever, that's fine. Or have a flexible job where you happen to be able to be available.
Right. You can do whatever you need to.
It's frustrating.
It's frustrating.
And you can't find them online because the scalpers, they've got
that's
that
the easy way for them. Right. Those bots will snap those up right away.
I mean, that's the other frustrating thing here is when Reggie comes out and explicitly says, don't pay scalper prices, there will be enough. And then the only place you can find them is through scalpers. So, I mean, even if they do keep releasing them, all the way through the holidays, they said they were going to do, or whoever said, still the optics of it don't look like you're following through on what you promised. Because if you explicitly say don't pay scalper prices, and then you release so few that the only way people can get them is through scalpers when you first release it, that looks terrible. So maybe you will release more, but it still looks awful.
And then you have to wait.
Do this, and now the only place we can get them is through these people. And now we have no idea when the next wave is coming.
No idea when, no idea how many. don't get it in September 29th, you've got to wait till October, November, December, who knows? And then it's just luck of the draw at that point. So poop on you, Nintendo. You did not do a good job. All those articles saying they did a better job. Whoop-de-doo. Doing better than the NES Classic, which was a train wreck, is not okay. Saying, we did better than the NES launch. Woohoo. That's still not good.
Yeah.
Still not okay.
It's frustrating. It's really frustrating.
It is. All right. Well, speaking of Nintendo, guys, when it comes to toilet paper, do you do the roll over? Do you do the roll over or under?
Over.
Yeah, I'm an over guy as well.
Same.
And
Although
I'm so much over that when I find toilet paper that's under, I switch it.
Even in public restrooms?
Huh?
Also?
Well, no. Typically, in a public restroom, you can't access the toilet paper.
You're just ripping it off. You're like pulling it until it just rips off, and then you shove it back in the right
It's
way.
like sometimes it's like I don't understand. I'll go to like people's houses and they'll just or like some of the restrooms here, for example, like there's a private restroom in our dispatch office that the public doesn't use, and I go in there and it'll be under. I'm like, who's doing this? Who's putting it on under? And so I switch it around. And sometimes it happens at my girlfriend's house. And
Whoa.
I'm thinking, is it because of the cat? Like, is it because of the cat?
Pulling it down
thinking,
easier that way?
I swear I've seen it put on the right way before. And that's what I say.
Maybe it's just
right way and wrong way.
Yeah, it's just that she doesn't think about it. It's just like, oh, toilet paper goes on, boom. There's no right or wrong way for her. Maybe you need to have a conversation here, Dave.
see,
Does she listen to the podcast? We can.
She has
throw it
before.
out there.
She has before, and she hasn't.
Uh-huh.
And I don't. Maybe that turned her off.
we can set up an intervention for her.
That's great.
I've heard some very heated arguments about this, and I will say I like when I put the toilet paper on, I put it on over, but I am not like I do think that's the correct way to do it, but I'm not one of those people that's like anybody that does it under is a monster.
Sure.
I know people feel that way.
Not gonna fight that battle.
Yeah,
right?
I'm just it's not that dire of a thing to me, but I know it is a big deal to some people.
It can be. All right. Well, that's in reference to, I believe it's UK's Splatfest for Splatoon. This next Splatfest is to choose toilet paper over or toilet paper under. That's right. One month it's mayo, one month it's ketchup. This month it's how your toilet paper is on the roll.
Do we know like how the stats are stacking up?
I think it's just starting or it's just going to start.
Oh, okay.
So those are the options. We will report back. Don't you worry.
I'm interested.
Who wins and what's really in people's hearts. All right. Just a couple more things here quickly for the news. There's a rumor of a secret mission possibly unlocking in Destiny 2 on October 7th. So this is speculation, but they've done something similar to this in Destiny 1. Obviously, Bungie is kind of heavy on the number 7. Like July 7th every year is Bungie Day because 7/7, that's their thing. And I believe in Destiny 1, either year 1 or year 2, they did a special mission on October 7th. And so there's rumors out there that we're going to be getting a special mission this current week coming up, whether it's a weapon mission or a secret area. There have been players that got into the secret area that have glitched their way into it, and there's special named enemies in there that are different from all the enemies in the game currently. So there's definitely something there. And then the rumor is that they'll be doing something with that here come next week. So
interesting.
Yeah, it could be fun.
I wonder if Nar will have anything to do with it.
You know, the guy's got tentacles on his face. He's always up to something. Has to be. Just has to be.
Something.
All right, well, we'll talk a little bit more about Destiny here in just a short moment. Finally, on the news list, some PUBG news. We haven't talked about PUBG in a couple weeks. They've crossed the 13 million sold mark. They've crossed the 1.5 million concurrent player mark, so they just continue to do more and more on Steam.
Wow.
And now they've won. They have Bluehole, who is their production company or developer. That's the actual company name. They have split off and created a new corporation called PUBG Corp. So, and it's specifically going to take care of all the PUBG stuff. So I'm not really sure what the difference is from what they were doing already. but they've split it off, and they're talking to the CEO, and the CEO was talking about, just making sure that they're focusing on making the game better, making new maps, doing everything that they're going to do. And then Brandon Green, who is player unknown himself, was given an interview with Bloomberg, and he had said that they're excited that the Xbox One is going to launch exclusively their game on consoles here this year. And then they're already in talks with Sony about bringing it to PlayStation later. So
surprise,
I know,
surprise.
Yeah, we had speculated, launch exclusive. Everyone was kind of like, yeah, but that probably means it's coming to PlayStation later, right? And they're very cagey about it, obviously, during the time of announcement, saying, we have nothing more to announce. We're just really happy, looking forward to working with Microsoft. And we know Microsoft is helping them publish the game, so they're giving them money to do that, and then they're also giving them some help on some of the tech and working with them on that. But obviously, again, like Dave says, no surprise really, it will be coming to PlayStation at some later date. So does that mean you're still going to go get that Xbox One, Dave, for this?
I'm still going to get an Xbox One.
Regardless?
There's more. First of all, I will get it on this, and then I will get it on PlayStation.
Yeah, that's probably what happened here too. Well,
yeah,
obviously.
but still different things that I want. I can't think of them all off the top of my head, but like games like Ori and the Blind Forest, the new second one is exclusive to Xbox still, which I love that game. I wish I could play it so bad on my PlayStation. Such a great game.
Cuphead just came out this last week.
Cuphead, yeah. So yeah, and plus my brother's still on there, my cousin's still on there. I still have friends that are on there. So maybe it'll be start dipping my toe back in that well. Plunge deep into it, just like
that toe in the well.
The girl from The Ring.
You know how easy it is to dip your toe in wells. Super easy.
Yeah, like the girl from The Ring, man.
Yeah, you just gotta sit in that bucket, and then you can go down and dip your toe in the well.
Dip my toe.
All right, well, that's all I got for news this week. It's gonna bring us into what we've been playing lately, Josh.
Which is brought to
you. Oh yes, go.
By. Isn't this because you don't have it listed on new releases?
Yeah, you're right. This is it. Do it.
Or do we not have that Patreon supporters anymore?
No, we do.
Oh,
we do.
Okay. Well, then it is brought to you by Josh. You're supposed to say it, and then I do it.
Wait, what? Brought to you by Paco?
Yeah, Paco.
Now you're just doing Josh's cat.
Nicely done.
Yeah,
that definitely sounded like my cat right at the end.
I had to do a long one because Paco, that was part of his agreement to do the raid with us tonight, or the strike.
The Nightfall. Yeah. So
and first-hand supply.
Dip the world in it.
I dip the world in it. Wait a second, though, Josh.
Yes.
And listeners.
Oh.
I mean, this is a section where we talk about all what we've been playing, but pretty soon, one of you will be able to tell us what you've been playing on your brand new PS4.
Hey,
you know why?
Wait, what?
You know why? Because we're giving one away in November, a PlayStation 4.
That's crazy.
Right. And we've been giving you all these different ways to enter, and we've been telling you that the last 3 months, including this month, the next month, and the month prior to this, we were going to be giving away special entries, 3 at a time, for doing crazy, random things, whatever we can pull out of the hat that we wear all the time that we have. I always have a hat. If not wearing it clipped onto my belt that I always wear at all times, like a plumber and a construction worker.
Those hats with their plumbers attached to their belts.
To the subject at hand, the giveaway this month, your ability to gain 3 entries is an interesting one, to say the least. We here at South Dakota Gamer value your creativity and value another word for creativity. And we want you to take part in what we're calling the South Dakota Art Museum Display Extravaganza.
Rolls right off the tongue.
Yes, right off of the tongue. Anyways, here's what we want you to do. You're going to have from now until when, Chad?
End of the month.
End of the month to draw something. That's right. You can either draw with pencils, ink, crayons, chalks, stencils, pastel colors, paints, watercolors, melted, any type of artwork that you can make a picture of you. Wait, not you. I was pointing to myself and saying you, meaning Chad, but also Chad wasn't distinguishable to you listeners because you don't know who I'm pointing at. Of me, Chad, and Josh. The three, mostly three, sometimes four.
No, never four.
Gamers. Okay, all kidding aside, this is what we want you to do. Draw us in our natural habitat of video games. You can be really creative. That's kind of up to you. If you want to draw a picture of us playing games, you want to draw a picture of us in the world of games or whatever, you can. Has to be the three of us. And show us your creativity. Here's the way you can win. Any entry that we deem creative enough. Now, we're not going to be like ridiculous, but like we discussed off the podcast, if you send in a drawing of us 3 stick figures and our names above our heads or something with like the Xbox logo in the back or whatever, it's not going to be acceptable. It has to be some effort put into it. And we are going to judge between the three of us. We're going to pick the best 3, first place, second place, and third place. Everyone who submits gets 3 entries into this giveaway. But the third place winner will get 4 points. Or 4 entries. I keep saying points, but we mean entries. Second place will get 5 entries. Third place will get 6 entries.
First place will get 6 entries.
Did I say third? First place. Yeah. First place. Third place will get 4 and 6.
Anyway. Third place gets 10 entries.
So you definitely don't want to be first. Somehow you got to figure out how to
just want to be sort of okay.
Wouldn't that be
really crazy?
Find out how to be the third place person. But yeah, that's how it goes. Third place gets 4. Second place gets. It's weird to say the numbers like that. Second place gets 5, and first place gets 6 entries into the giveaway, and that's it. I'm really looking forward to this. This was Chad's idea.
It was
a good idea.
Throw it all. Just pin it on me.
Well, I'm saying it was a good idea, but I like it.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if it was a good idea or not. So
we're also going to be displaying these on the podcast too. So make sure they are somewhat rated for all audiences. Friendly.
Just like this podcast is. So yeah, just to one sentence. Fan art from you. The best 3 will get extra entries. Every entry for fan art will get 3. Make it fun. Has to have the 3 of us in it. Has to be related to video games somehow. That's all you got to do. Take a picture of it. You can either email it to us at southdakotaGamer@gmail.com. You can put it on our Facebook page if you want to. You can text it to us if you have our numbers. However you want to get it to us, get it to us. You have the entire month. We will judge between the 3 of us the top 3 for extra entries. This is the only time we're going to be mentioning it all month. If you listened to this point, hopefully you found out. I mean, the PlayStation 4, we're giving it away next month, guys. We're sending it to someone's house. It could be you. So, Josh, what have you been playing?
Well, I'm trying to recover still from finding out that we're giving away a PS4. That's insane.
Just going to delete this out. Of the
I wasn't consulted, and I think it's crazy. But we'll see how it goes.
About this so many times.
All right, so I didn't play a lot of video games this past week. I feel like I've been saying that a lot, but work has really been kicking my butt the last couple of weeks. So and then I was out of town this past weekend at a wedding. I was singing, and then I went to the real life Nuka-Cola world. Otherwise known as the world of Coca-Cola. And let me tell you, have either one of you guys ever been there?
No.
Okay. You need to go, especially as fans of video games, and also especially as fans of Fallout 4, because walking into Coca-Cola world is like, you can't help but feel like, oh my gosh, in 100 years, this is going to be barren post-nuclear wasteland, and like somebody's going to be scrapping telephones, like out of
using bottle caps as money.
Yeah. It's sort of surreal. Like I unfortunately, I mean, or whatever, fortunately, I'm not a non-video game fan, so I don't know what it's like to walk into that place without that lens.
Yeah.
But walking in there like with that sort of like predisposition, it's really surreal and funny. It's super cool. Like it's interesting, the history behind it. Although if you want more of the story, the actual history behind it, the Dollop, not sponsored, has an episode on John Pemberton, the creator of Coca-Cola, and you should listen to it. It's been factually proven that they did have the coca plant in their original formula, which is where cocaine comes from. So there you go. But it was really, really cool. So I did that on Sunday. So we got back late Sunday night, and then today, just for like an hour, I played some more of Divinity Original Sin. It's still real good. I was just looking at like my characters just now, like before I hopped on the podcast, and I've played this game on PC. Like I've played this game a lot, like more than I should probably admit, but. The number on my PC alone is somewhere around 100 hours.
Wow.
And I know that I've put in quite a few hours on my PS4. I don't know how much. So maybe 200 hours, maybe a little bit less.
Jeez.
And I still haven't finished the game. But I was looking at my characters on my PS4 playthrough, and I was thinking about them compared to my characters on my PC playthrough, and they're completely different. Like, I don't feel like my play style has changed, but my characters are completely different because I've found different spell books, or I've developed different class trees and skill trees. But I say it every time I talk about this game, but like that just speaks to the depth, how much depth there is in this game, and how diverse your character roster can be. It's really, really good. So I'm still very much enjoying it, and I intend to finish it. And then jump into Divinity Original Sin 2. So I can't wait. I'm very excited.
Very cool. All right, Dave, what you been playing?
I've been playing a lot of Destiny 2 last week, getting ready for the raid that we're doing. I really felt bad not being here on the weekends. I was with my girlfriend, so I don't feel that bad. But I have some work to do. I'm like one of the lowest people, I think, that is wanting to take part in our clan.
What's your level at right now?
I can't remember. I want to say like 275, maybe 273. Maybe.
That's not that bad. That's pretty good actually. But yeah.
I'm excited. I did take part in a raid last week, and it was exciting.
270.
I don't want to go. That's all.
Yeah.
Well, dang it. So see it. Anyways, it was really good. I had fun, but I can't wait to play it with like our group.
Yeah.
Because we all kind of gel together. We know how each other thinks, and we know who to put in which situation. At least with 3 or 4 of us, I think.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be fun. I'll let you talk a little bit more about that since that's on your list too. I got back into Breath of the Wild a little bit this weekend because I had my Switch with me whenever I go, and I was like, man, I think I just want to play some Zelda. So I started playing some Zelda, and it was awesome. I got the giant horse quest where you get.
I saw that picture.
Yeah,
I never found that yet.
It's ridiculous. I found it by using the heroes. Is it the hero's quest or whatever on the map where you can see where you've traveled?
Yeah.
Can't remember what it is. Hero's Path. I think.
Yeah, Hero's Path.
Yeah, so I realized, I haven't gone here, and that's how I found it. Just exploring more places.
That's cool.
Into.
I know. The game is so good,
and it's still got DLC to come out too. That's why I haven't even beaten the game yet because I didn't want to.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't want to beat it until after I played through some of the other stuff. Unless I find out that it's like spoils the ending. Maybe I should play it. I don't know.
You might want to beat it. I don't know.
But anyways, it's really good. And then I talked about doing this, but I ended up having a slower day today at work, and I managed to play some Golf Story on my Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, man,
Tell me about this.
Chad, get this game.
Yeah?
Yes, get it for sure. You'll like it. You will like it. It's only $14 or $15. Well, I'm thinking about just if you like golf games and you like JPRGs.
Yeah.
I
like both those things.
Wait, did I not say it? JRPGs.
JRPG.
I said JPRGs or something like that.
JPRGB. JP Morgan.
But no, I started playing this, and it's first of all, it reminds me of like the Harvest Moon, the original Harvest Moon, when I started it, which it looks great. Nostalgia got me. All of a sudden, it plays really good like a golf game. Like the golf game mechanics are very simple, but it's a cool golf game, but it's got a little JRPG to it, to where you level up and you do your different stats and you go around and you talk to people in different shops and you go to different courses. I played my first 9 holes, and I had to do it to prove to the coach that I was good enough, because the coach, this is just the beginning of the beginning level stage, and like you show up, and if you start as a little kid, your dad's training you, it quickly jumps 20 years later and you're this adult kid who's going back. He's like, I got to finish what me and my dad started. I'm a golfer. So you show up, and this guy won't train you, so you have to prove yourself by beating 3 of his students in like little mini games of golf, and then he still won't believe you. So then you have to play 9 holes and give him a scorecard. And it's really cool the way that you learn how to golf, the way that you find out which buttons to use is like written into the narrative. You find it out from different characters and stuff. And there's certain things you can do, like anywhere in the whole map, you can drop a golf ball and tee up anywhere. Yeah, and you can use the golf ball to like hit buttons to unlock different things, and like hit things out of the water. Cool. Like there was a little kid floating with a little hat that had a spinner on it, and that's the kid I hit in the head with a golf ball.
Oh, that makes sense now.
Yes. I hit him in the head with a golf ball, and his mom was mad, but then she was mad he wasn't going to get eaten by alligators because he was playing in the swamp or whatever. He should have been doing that.
What in the world?
But if you have a Switch and you like golf games and you like RPGs, JRPGs, this for sure. It's an easy buy. Cool. $15. Get it. Very cool. Very good.
All right, we'll do.
So how about you, Chad?
Oh, well, I played Destiny 2. Little Cade 6 action going. Oh. We are getting ready for the raid, as Dave mentioned. The plan is to start it tomorrow. I kind of messed up the schedule, not realizing I was going to be out of town this weekend, which I'm going to have to tell Brian that too, by the way. Anyway, so I'm going to be gone this weekend, and so we were going to finish it on Friday, but I won't be around, so hopefully we'll be able to get a lot of the way through tomorrow. I plan to stream it, so if you want to see some rookies play some raid action in Destiny 2, you should check out the South Dakota Gamer Twitch or YouTube channel. We'll have it going there. I also got, as I mentioned, I'm going to be gone this weekend, so I'm bringing my Switch along. I'm going to be on a bus for like 4 or 5 hours, which is always fantastic. And it's not a nice bus, Dave, like you got. No. This is a church school bus.
Where are you going?
It's a men's retreat in Nebraska. Oh. So it's an hour-long shower with guys. It's a guy shower. We're gonna have a guy shower like The Office, but it's being said right now. I was just trying to get Josh's attention. Josh has not looked at the camera in 20 minutes.
I've been listening.
Now looked.
I just heard.
How do I get on this?
An hour-long shower with guys. Yeah, and I was like, "What's the date?
Quick,
where is it?"
Real quick. He paid attention.
Office reference, guys. Office reference. Okay. Michael Scott is driving the bus. Prison Mike is going to be there. It's going to be great. No, so we're having a men's outing where we're staying in these cabins for a couple days. So I will have my Switch with me, so I have something to do. So I bought Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle and barely started that just to get through the tutorial so I could play it on the bus. So far, it's very colorful. I like the way it looks, and I think it'll be a good time playing. I'll probably pick up Golf Story, and then I played a little Crossy Road on the mobile devices. My kids, for some reason, heard about Crossy Road, which the game came out a couple years ago. It's one of the best games on the phone. It's basically Frogger. It's like Never-Ending Frogger, and you can get a bunch of different characters that you play as, and they've been playing it. So they're like, "Yeah, Dad, look at this. I got 50." Because it counts how many times you hop or how many times you go. Mm-hmm. I'm like, wow, that's really good. They're like, you'll never beat this. I'm like, give me the phone. So they gave me the phone, and I died right away. And then on my third try, I got 128. I was like, here you go, son. Beat that. And then I shoved him. I said, ha. Like, this is what bullies do. Get used to it. You got to get tough.
Threw a dodgeball in his face.
Yeah. None of that happened. Other than the 128 part. is real fun. It's free. There are in-app purchases, but overall it's a pretty fun game. So that's what I've been playing this week. Dave, run us real quick through the new releases for this week.
All right, chat. I will real quick. On October 3rd, my birthday tomorrow, PC, PS4, and Switch is Battle Chasers Night War.
It's not your birthday tomorrow.
It is.
No.
What? Yes, it is. What do you mean, no? You just don't believe
Guys, it's
me?
Dave's birthday tomorrow. Or today at the time of this release.
Oh, I guess it is the time of this release. I should have said something. It's the time of this release. But anyways, here are all the games.
I have a box, Dave. I have a box with your name on it that's been sitting in my laundry room for like 2 weeks. I told him I'm going to send it to you. It's got stuff in it for you.
Well,
I guess
stuff I was supposed to buy, probably.
No, you could probably say it's your birthday gift, and that's what I'm going to say. I promise. In at least 2 weeks from now, I will send it to you.
At least 2 weeks from now. Thanks. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Happy birthday.
Battle Chasers Night War for PC, PS4, and Xbox, or for Switch, not an Xbox One. Sorry. The next one is for Xbox One and PS4. Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. I almost said Arisen. Doesn't make sense.
It's a great game.
Arisen also sounds
Arisen's
weird.
not a word.
People don't say that a lot anymore. October 3rd. Also on October 3rd for PC, Xbox One is Forza 7. For PC, PS4, and Xbox One, Batman the Enemy Within Episode 2. Gosh, I got to get on that Episode 1 and finish that. Then on October 4th for the PC, PS4, and Xbox One is Star Wars Battlefront 2, the pre-order beta. Now, Chad, we do not have
so if you pre-ordered it,
correct?
No. Correct, we do not.
Well, on the 5th, or I'm sorry, on the 6th, the open beta is going to come out anyways for Star Wars Battlefront 2. So it's 2 days after that. I mean, I can hold out for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. But jumping back one day to October 5th for the Switch is Stardew Valley. Finally coming to the Switch. That's a good game. I'm probably going to get that game as well.
Co-op in this version.
It works. Oh, that's right, co-op. Dang, Chad. We got something else to do. On October 6th, here is a big one. Lady
the worst
Layton,
name, the worst title.
Area Dawn's Conspiracy. Layton's Mystery Journey, Catriel and the Millionaire's Conspiracy. What is these words?
So it's 3DS. Lady Layton, the Millionaire, Aradon's Conspiracy, parentheses, Layton's Mystery Journey, Catriel and the Millionaire's Conspiracy, end parentheses.
On October 6th for 3DS, a title that literally cannot fit on the screen of the console it's on or the handheld. Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah. It's insane.
That's insane. Longer than the game probably is.
All right. There you go.
The end. Those are your releases.
All right. Those are your releases. Real quick, last thing. We're not going to play 20 questions, but I do have a game that I want to play. Do you guys have a pen or pencil and some paper handy?
Dude, you can't just spring this. You can't just spring this on me. No,
I know.
I do not.
Okay, I have a pen.
Dave, prick your finger and just write in blood somewhere.
I've got my phone on my notepad.
Okay.
And
I mean, yeah, that'll work. It's going to be harder because it's going to be timed. But I guess that'll work.
What if I should have voice to text you? You get to hear me.
Well, you don't want to do that.
You
don't want to do that.
Oh, because it's going to be.
Give it to Josh. Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Okay.
Shoot. Well, I don't have a pen, man. Oh, wait. I do have a pen. Hold on.
Okay.
Just a second. Do some music.
Quickly. Do some music or something. I remember that.
Do some music.
Do 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 to do anything in post. Wow, got dancing right there. Sorry, Dave, this is getting bad.
Last time I said do some music, it was
Strong
interesting.
finish.
So I imagine this is also interesting.
Well, yeah, you just missed Josh's music. It was great.
It was just some elevator music.
Okay, here we go. Here are the rules. This is the game. There are 9 games that Nintendo released in North America that had Listen.
I know.
9 games released in North America that were a 2-word title where one of the words was Mario.
Wait, say it again. It's broke up.
9 games in North America released that had a 2-word title where one of the words was Mario. Okay, it was either the first word or the second word. Now here you're going to have to name as many as you can in 60 seconds.
In what year?
I didn't say a year. I just said in North America.
Ever?
I will tell you, all of them were released before 2000. There are only 9, period, that have 2 words in the title, and one of them is Mario. Now, a couple rules: numbers count as a word, and abbreviations also count as a word.
Okay.
Only 2 words, numbers and abbreviations count as a word. One of the words is Mario. Only 9.
Okay.
Now, I'll tell you, it's unlikely you'll get all 9, but you just might. So you have 60 seconds.
Wait a second. What'd you say about numbers?
Numbers count as a word.
We won't get them all.
And also abbreviations do. You might. Your guys are great. So you have 60 seconds to write down as many as you can. There are 9 maximum. Your time starts now.
All right.
Oh no. Oh, can we name more than 9 to try to like fill in the gaps in case we?
Sure. Yeah, go for it. Whatever you want to write down. Just remember, they're 2-word titles. One of the words is Mario. Getting down there. About running out of time.
I do feel like there's some obvious ones that I can't think
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up.
Okay.
All right. So put your pens down.
How do you know? How do you know?
Papers.
Wait, what?
Well, if you lie, let's pass your papers to your neighbors, and we will grade each other's work.
How do we do that?
All right. So obviously you can't do that. It's a joke. So just let's go through them. Let's read them off. I trust you. We're not gonna. I'll tell you if the word I have them written down.
I feel like several of these have
Dave.
super in front of them, but I just left it out to try to get it.
That is part of it. So Dave, why don't you go through? Give us how many do you have written down first of all?
Only 10.
Josh, how many do you have?
I have 6.
Okay, so Dave added one just to be safe.
Just to be safe.
So Dave, let's go to Josh since he has fewer. Josh, let's go through yours.
Okay.
Just start at the top and let's go through them.
All right.
What do you got?
First one I've got is Dr. Mario.
There's one.
I have Mario Kart.
No, that is Super Mario Kart.
I knew it.
Dang it!
Cross that one out.
I have Mario 64.
64.
I have.
Wait. What is it? Super Mario 64?
Yeah.
Dang it!
I have Mario RPG.
Super Mario RPG.
No.
So do I know too.
I have Mario Bros.
That is right.
And then I have Mario Paint.
That is also correct.
Okay, so
yes. So Josh has
9.
3.
I think I have 3. Yeah.
So Dave, which ones of those did you have?
He said Dr. Mario, Mario Bros, and Mario Paint. I had those 3.
Okay. What else do you have?
Mario Golf.
Mario Golf.
I
also
forgot about
one.
Mario Golf. Dang it.
Mario Tennis.
Mario Tennis also was one.
Is Mario Soccer? I don't think it was called Mario Soccer, but there is a soccer one. It's called something else.
Like Mario and Sonic or something.
Yeah, that's not it. That's not one.
Um,
Anything else?
It's Super Mario World. I just put Mario World.
Yeah, Super Mario World, not Mario World. Okay, is that it?
I didn't know. Well, I also had Mario 64, which is wrong. Mario RPG, which is wrong. Mario Kart, which is wrong.
Right, right. Okay.
Yeah, Mario Soccer was the other one I had, which is not wrong. So I only got 4. Wait.
Okay.
1, 2, 3,
That's actually not bad. 5? That's really good.
Well, Mario Paint,
so here's
Dr. Mario, Mario Bros.
So there are 2 on here that I don't think I never would have guessed. I don't think you guys would have either. But the ones that I have that are the normal ones, like the 7 that you probably could have got. Mario Party.
Oh,
man. Yeah. Paper Mario. I just thought of that one.
Paper Mario. Yep.
Dang
Paper Mario is the other one.
Yeah.
So Mario Party, Mario Tennis, Mario Paint, Paper Mario, Mario Bros, Mario Golf, Dr. Mario. Those are the 7 pretty concrete ones. Now,
cool game.
There's a Virtual Boy game called Mario Clash. Named Mario Clash. And then there's a CDI game, which is not even a Nintendo product, Hotel Mario.
What? Hotel Mario.
Hotel Mario. It's a real thing. I looked it up. I looked it up. I didn't look that much further than that.
It's a hotel where you're just constantly fixing plumbing problems.
Plumbing, yeah. Yeah, this is past life.
No, it's just it's a hotel where the elevators are just pipes.
Those are the only 9 2-word title games with Mario in them. Everything else has super or something else in it. So even with those,
that's a great game.
Strange ones. Yeah, yeah. So definitely not my credit. That's why I asked you guys if you listened to the Beastcast, because Giant Bomb's Beastcast podcast played that game this last week, and I was like, dude, this would be great. And for this week, we're running a little shorter on time, so I thought that would be a great way to fill the Game Scoops 20 questions. So thank you, Beastcast, for the idea. I think it's fun. There are a couple other things we could do, which we might do down the road. So there we go. That's going to do it for the podcast. Great job, guys. I don't think could have thought of that many, honestly, in that short amount of time. That pressure just drives me nuts. So that's going to do it for the podcast this week. We thank you so much for listening. You guys are the best. The 2 of you, thank you for joining me as always and hosting. Remember, you can win the PlayStation 4.
Chad.
Pleasure. I love it. Send us your fan art. Make it cool. Make it creative. Get entries to win the PlayStation 4. Until next week.
Okay, bye.
Piece of pizza.
Bye, YouTube.
I seriously thought you were going to say it's been our pleasure to serve you.